it is time. That's nice. That's real nice. Hey, what's up guys? GT Kicks here, back again with another tech video. And today we have a very sought after and waited for item. It is finally here, the PlayStation 5. I have been waiting since, I think, early January when they announced the logo itself. And then in June they announced the console. And they announced the price on September the 16th. And September the 17th, I pre-ordered one of these things on Walmart. Let me tell you, it was not fun. It was a journey. There was bloodshed. There was frenemies and enemies and a lot of hardships that went into buying one of these things for a pre-order. But it's finally here. I finally have the PS5 in hand, and I'm really just ready to get in this. So let's see what we got here. Alright, now the PlayStation 5, as you can see here, has 8K, so that's going to be implemented later on. We have 4K 120, so you can play video games or whatever media in 4K resolution, and 120 Hz, which is a big thing for this generation, well, the next gen of consoles. The Xbox Series X can also do 4K 120, and this also has HDR. As you can see here, I did buy the physical version because I do want to play backwards compatibility with my PS4. And here we have 825 gigabytes right here, and along with the 825 gigabytes, it's in an SSD, which means it's faster loading times, faster downloading times, and just a more secure way of storage rather than an HDD, which the PS4 ran off of. And while 825 gigabytes is kind of small for this gen, PlayStation is going to later announce compatible SSDs that you can put in the PS5. Personally, I don't get that many big games. I don't know if I'll end up purchasing a SSD, but that is something you can do in the future. And along with the 825 gigabytes of storage, you have 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, that's a lot. And we have 10.3 teraflops. Now that's a controversial number only because the Xbox Series X itself has 12 teraflops, which does on paper make it more powerful, but it's 1.7 bigger of a teraflop, so it's not that big of a deal. I'm struggling to get this open here. You know what, let's just cut to when it is out here, and that's when the juicy stuff is gonna really start kicking in. Alright, so I have the PS5 out its paper casing, and now we're getting into the guts of the thing. Now, the PlayStation 5 is the biggest console to ever be sold on the market. The biggest console. It's huge. I'll do a size comparison later on in my full review. And opening the box here, we have our DualSense 5 controller with the new haptic feedback motors and the adaptive triggers that adjust to certain games. So I know games like Call of Duty and Fortnite have different vibrations and adaptive trigger react times. The way it reacts to the guns being shot is specific for each and every gun in the game. So that's pretty cool to see. We have our paperwork that no one in 2020 really needs, a paperwork on how to use a console unless you're like non-existent. We have our power cable here. Move some more of this box right here. I feel the console coming out. And here we have our, what is this? Oh, this is our stand. So you have to put the PS5 on a stand. PlayStation does, they recommend, they kind of demand that you do put it on a stand, and I'm going to put it on a stand because putting it, well, you'll see why putting it raw anywhere is a bad idea. And here we have our HDMI 2.1 cable that does allow for the higher frame rates, like 120 Hertz and higher resolutions with 4K. And here we have the final product. This is huge. I'm looking at it right now. This is absolutely a monster. It dwarfs my PS4. This is a heavy. It's like I'm giving birth to a child. And that child is next gen. Are you ready, people? This is what we've been waiting for. This thing is absolutely massive. It's not... Let's just get it out of here. Oh my god, this thing is heavy. That is, I'm speechless. Like, that, to see in real life, that's amazing. And then we have our wings here. We have our plastic here where there's LEDs right here when it powers up. We have our disk drive. We have a USB-A port, a USB-C port. We have our eject and our power button right here. And then flipping it to the back, we have our some more USB-A ports, USB 3.0. We have Ethernet, which I'm definitely going to use to not only transfer my files from the PS4 to the PS5, but just use that as Ethernet, just to play as. There's our HDMI port, and there's our power port right there. And another thing with the Wi-Fi in this console, it has Wi-Fi 6, which no other console has. And Wi-Fi 6 does allow, essentially, for quicker connection, faster connection, stronger connection. And this is the only console on the market. The Xbox Series X or S does not have this. PS4, Nintendo Switch, nothing else has this but the PS5. So that's a plus for Wi-Fi 6 in here. And I mean, this thing is just a behemoth. I would unplug my PS4 right now, but I want to get into that. I'll do that later in my full review. This is just an unboxing and my initial thoughts on it. I mean, this is just, it's heavy. It's super heavy. And you can see it's super curved around the whole thing. So if I were to place it flat on the desk, see it rocks. I'm not going to mess with that too much. Now here we have our DualSense 5. No longer DualShock. This is a DualSense. Now, when I remember when they unveiled this, back in, I think it was March or something. It looked nice. A lot of people hated it, but I love the design, and now having it in hand just makes me love it even more. I mean, this just feels super hefty and high quality. The buttons are really clicky. Nice joystick feel. We have our share button. We have a USB-C charging right here. This has Bluetooth 5.1 on it, so that's a newer Bluetooth technology. I'm not sure if the Xbox has Bluetooth 5.1. I don't think it does. But we have our options button right here. And it's just a very futuristic design here. And this controller does have a mic in it. That is something else that only the PS5 has. These controllers do come with mics in it, so you can... Yeah, the microphone is right here. Right here. So if you do not have a headset, which in 2020 you really should, but it's okay if you don't. If you don't, this controller has it. I've heard audio testing. It actually sounds pretty good for a bass controller. And then we have our LED strips on the side right here. And we have an LED under here. So, yeah. I'm really excited. And, oh, I almost forgot one more thing. I don't know if my camera's going to pick it up. Let's see here. Focus for me. Focus for me. You know, it's not going to pick it up. But a small detail on the controller and the console is that they're a little, for texturing, there's little PlayStation button signs, and it feels really good in the hand. So, yeah, I'm going to set this up, get the data all transferred, and I'll see you guys with a short little playtest right after this. Alright guys, I have my PS5 set up, and I am currently playing the demo game, which is I think it's Astrobot's Playroom. And this game does a really good job of showing off the capabilities of the PS5 here. And it just, okay, for starters, it looks great in the 4K 60 frames with HDR that my TV is displaying the game in. And the new motors in the, oh, I just died. The new motors in the controller are so much better than the PS4. There's a bunch of different vibration levels and sensitivities that just make you more immersed in the game. And before you fully get into the game, there's a little demo where you do the motion controls, the microphone, the adaptive triggers and the touchpad. And I have to say, the adaptive triggers are so good at portraying that force, because when I was doing the demo, I really needed to put a certain amount of force to get the trigger to actually pull all the way down to get the input I wanted. So that's actually really cool to see. And with the new haptic motors, you were rolling. Okay, so there was a demo. You have to roll around the little astrobots to feel which side of the controller they're on, and you can feel them, like if you were actually holding them in a box and rolling them around and feeling the corners, or if they're on the back or in the front, or if they're in the right or left. You can feel every little increment of movement, and that's actually really cool and impressive to feel. And I just installed Fortnite, which is optimized for the PS5 with 4K 60 frames, dynamic resolution, all that good stuff is implemented just for the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. So I'm actually going to see how fast the loading times are from switching from game to game. So you hit the PlayStation button once, that brings up all your achievements, all your good stuff, your friends list, what game you're playing, your notifications, all that good stuff at the bottom. But if I hold it, it takes you back to the full menu. And one thing I did notice, I'm also installing 2 other PS4 games. One thing I did notice is when you're on a certain game like Fortnite, you guys can't hear it, but there, oh, let me get my remote here. If I turn my TV up, it's actually playing, I'm guessing Epic Games implemented this music that PlayStation allowed them to do. It plays the music of the game you're playing, like the PS4 games obviously don't have because they're PS4, but Astro's Playroom has its own music. Then you get to Fortnite, and that also has its own music. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but it just said that Share Factory is finishing installing, and I actually got the notification that it was finished installing on my phone. I got the Fortnite, oh, unless I'm getting a bit loud. I got the notification that Fortnite finished installing on my phone as well. My lights just changed color. But I did get the notification whenever my games were finished installing, so I did think that was a cool feature. So let's hop into Fortnite here and see how long it takes to launch a fully loaded game with the new SSD. That got me through the that is a 2-minute screen on PS4, and that wasn't even like 10 to 15 seconds, I believe, like just going off the top of my head. That is insanely quick. That is insanely quick. Let's load a Battle Royale here. That was incredibly quick. That's actually honestly one of the coolest features about the next gen, is that the loading times are super snappy and quick. I got into this game super fast. Okay, let's not sit in here too long. Okay, can I get out the game? I don't want to get copyright struck. But that was actually super fast loading, and I think there is, if I close the game here, there is something called activities that I'm not sure if it's implemented yet. I don't think it's implemented that, but there is a thing called activities where you can actually load into the you can load into a certain mode in the, I don't know where that is right now, but you can load into a certain mode in Fortnite. I know it's enabled in Fortnite. You can load in a Battle Royale or Save the World or Creative straight from this menu into the game. So honestly, that's a really cool feature that's also utilizing that fast SSD and the memory, selecting, picking, and choosing what data it wants to send you immediately so you can get into the game as soon as possible. Now, I don't have all my stuff downloaded and synced. In fact, if I check here, my Ps4 data transfer still has an hour left, but it's getting that stuff in there pretty quick, working with the Wi-Fi 6 chip and the SSD. It's getting all my installs from the internet to the console super fast, super snappy, and it's honestly such a big improvement from the PS4. And I have a 2014 model PS4, so that's pretty old compared to this. So this technological leap in the video game console is absolutely amazing. I'm gonna play test the console some more, and I'll do a full review with you guys in like 2 to 3 weeks, so I can let you guys know all the good details that comes out, and from now, their launch day, to 2 to 3 weeks from now, all the features I've noticed, because I've noticed a lot of stuff already, and this honestly is just, I'm honestly really glad to finally have it here after hearing all those rumors and waiting all that time. The PS5 is finally here. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think about the PS5, and I will see you guys with I think my Razer headset review should be going up a couple days after this, because I'm going to fully review that one as well, and I'm going to go into a whole nother spiel about that headset in that video. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with your friends and family, and I will see you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Stay safe. Peace out. Hey guys, so I just stopped recording and I went through all the modes and stuff, and I just saw that the activity screen was right there. It was right under my nose. I was sitting on the menu for like a solid, I guess, 3 minutes. But yeah, we're going to go and see how the activity modes works right here. Like I said, it has whatever mode from Fortnite, solos, duos, and squads you want to get. So this is going to be a completely cold start, as you can say. I do not have the game open. Nothing else is open. It's just the PS5 on the home screen. So let's see how long this takes to load. So like it did in the previous part, that loaded pretty quick. So I just wanted to share that part with you guys real quick. So yeah, now, see, I'm loaded into Battle Royale, Decolina Solos. So now, this is the end of the video. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.